is it?
You know.
Dirty business news.
When are we going to get that in Spanish?
It's coming. The pronunciation was a little off, which is weird because the girl actually speaks Spanish.
Miss Diamond.
Ooh, is this Chris?
This is. How are you?
I'm doing so good, but so much better now. I missed you.
Oh, wow. I missed you too then.
Yeah.
So I know we
I feel.
I know we
Go
have
ahead.
some great news, but I have to tell you that I keep getting DMs and questions from people about what you look like. Well, let me say, first of all, they think that this is the best part of the show. So congrats to you. And I've had people tell me that they can't stop laughing, which this is a sexual fetish, listeners. It's not comedy.
Yeah.
So
I don't think there's
they're
anything
laughing
funny about it.
They're
but
laughing at me, which is humiliating in and of itself, which is another fetish. We're just checking off all the fetishes. So the humiliation is another fetish. But everybody keeps asking me, what does she look like? And
well,
so,
what do you think I look like? Because we've never talked about that.
yeah, I know. And so I
do you
think
have a
that
guess?
part of the fun here is maybe we don't show them a picture of what you look like, but we could describe. So I'm going to guess that you're blonde.
Well, you'd be correct.
Okay, so you're blonde. And I'm going to guess you're 5'5"?
Oh, it's so close. So close.
Am I off by an inch?
Yeah, you're off by an inch.
Up or down?
Makes a big difference.
Up.
Up. Okay, so you're 5'6".
You tell me, I should say. We know how important every extra inch we can get is, right?
Okay, what would be the other important measurables then? Like, what is that old like thing that people would say like 30, like
36, 24, 36.
Yeah, where
Chris,
do you
I
fall
need
in
to
that?
Stop you real quick. I need to stop you because I'm required to inform you that our rates have now increased to $15.99 a minute, and I waited to tell you till right this second because your first 35 seconds are in fact free with this new rate.
Oh, nice. Wow. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, got a little something there. So back to us, 35 or 36, 24, 36 was the old ideal. I'm pretty close though.
Well, where are you?
I'm 34, but I'm pretty tiny.
Now, is 34 the
34.
bottom or the top?
That's the titty size, baby.
Oh, okay.
That's the size around.
Then what's the size of the bottom? Because big bottoms are in fashion right now.
Yeah, but we all know body trends go in and out, and who wants to look like a Kardashian blow-up doll anyway?
A lot of people on Instagram.
Oh, that's unfortunate for them. Who wants to look like a tranny?
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I want to compliment you that a lot of people are curious. So you're doing a great job.
Well,
So-
I'll put it this way. I'm 5'6". I'm blonde. My body is perfection. I'm totally natural, and I'm eager to please.
And so, listeners, this is who's reading the news. This is my fetish. Somebody smoking hot, reading the business news, nice and slow and sultry. But let's get into it. So, what's our first headline?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So here we go, big boy. Why Burger King showed Andy Warhol eating a burger in its Super Bowl commercial. Fast feeder Burger King took 45-second gamble with original film of pop artist. You know, it's so funny. I saw a little piece of this, and I actually thought it was an Andy Warhol lookalike. I didn't know that was real.
Yeah, it's real. Does it say it in the article? It was in a movie called like 66 Scenes from America or something like that. I knew it was real when I saw it because I've watched that bit before, just in awe of Andy Warhol. When it came on, what was funny is I wasn't sure if it was a Burger King commercial or a Heinz commercial because he pours that Heinz ketchup on the paper.
It's definitely not a Heinz commercial with his inability to get it out, right? I mean, just whack the 57, Andy. Come on.
I think and I don't know what you think, Diamond. I think that was the best commercial in the Super Bowl because I felt like a lot of them were preaching at me more than anything. Like,
Well,
it's like
I'm happy to report I did not watch the Super Bowl or watch any of the ads.
Were you working? What were you doing?
I was masturbating.
You just set a couple hours aside on a Sunday to masturbate?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you talk sex for a living and you get real dirty all the time, you get a little bit jaded. So it can take you a little longer for the self-stimulation.
Schedule that?
And I knew I'd have some alone time.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's a good headline. I thought that was a genius move by Burger King. It's not those stupid commercials with the king running around like a chicken with his head cut off, doing stupid stuff. It actually made you think. It made you stop and pay attention. I thought that was the best commercial in the Super Bowl, personally.
And I believe watching people eat Burger King is also a fetish.
Well, for the reasons you just stated, I would probably have to agree with you without having even seen the other one. So we're on the same page there, baby. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Car dealer lots are flush with unsold cars as sales are expected to drop. Analysts warn car makers could be forced to cut factory production with U.S. auto sales expected to weaken in 2019.
Wow, you did that so good.
I don't understand. Why would car sales be dropping? Is public transportation back in style?
Well, Uber. So you got this perfect storm coming. You got Uber. You got people moving to the cities. So more and more people are moving to the cities. You got millennials and the younger kids that don't care about cars. They see cars as transportation, not an extension of their ego. So they don't care. They're not buying cars.
Well, let's be real. The cars nowadays are for pussies. Have you seen those smart cars? Have you seen a damn Prius? Who the hell would want to buy one of those lame-ass things anyway?
Okay,
I'm more
you're
afraid
talking
of
my
Priuses
language.
than dying in a car accident. What's that, love?
I agree with you. I wouldn't drive a Prius ever. What kind of cars?
They're the worst.
What kind of car would you like to see somebody driving? Say they were 6'1", 42, 38, and what would my measurements be?
Bearded.
Whoa. I'm hoping you're not a 38. In the waist?
Yeah.
Chris, do we need to get you on a diet plan, baby? I can't be the only sexy one in this relationship.
No, I'm good.
Maybe you like that Burger King commercial for a different reason.
I'm not eating Whoppers, for sure. You know what I've been trying is intermittent fasting. What do you think about that?
Oof. I think it is wonderful.
I have a lot more energy, for sure. But so do you understand the issue? So they think that car sales over the next few years will drop millions of units. And so the car industry, like, that's why you see GM has closed some plants. They're in North America, it's gonna be a harder time for manufacturers. Which usually,
I just don't understand. Do the millennials have that big of an influence? I mean, they're a bunch of bird brains. Like, who cares? What about people like us who are growing up with values and actually want a new car every 2 years? Is leasing dead?
I think no, but they just talk to each other on Facebook. They're not like it was where you had to drive somewhere. They just meet on FaceTime.
And they use those scooters.
Yeah.
Dude, I am so glad I wasn't born in the 2000s. This sounds like a nightmare.
It's a nightmare for car companies.
Talking on Facebook? Well, if car
don't you like to FaceTime?
It's okay, but I'd rather actually meet you in the back seat of a car.
You know, Diamond,
I feel like nowadays
you might be able to increase your revenue by offering FaceTiming for, like, say, $49.95 a minute or something.
But don't you feel like not seeing me kind of keeps it more alluring?
Yeah, but at some point I'm going to have to see you, and our viewers are going to want to see you, and there might be an opportunity for a little payday there.
You know what? I'll consider it, but I really feel like there's a caste system with sex work, and I think like the cam girl is the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, really? There's a hierarchy in this? Okay, where do strippers in Vegas line up in the hierarchy?
strippers in Vegas are pretty high up there
Oh,
because they
good.
can
Okay.
actually charge high dollar and they actually look good. You know what I mean? If you're a day shift lunch buffet stripper anywhere, oh baby, you might as well share a room with a cam girl. That's bad.
So what about a
bad.
stripper in North Dakota?
Depends on the club and depends on her. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it. But if you want to talk general caste system, the cam girls are pretty down there.
Okay, so it goes dancers,
They're the serfs
strippers.
of the kingdom.
By the way, a lot of strippers prefer to be called dancers. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
Dancers.
they can call themselves that.
I don't think she cares.
Mhm.
and then phone,
I mean, we all know
phone
what happens in
operators.
the champagne room. They're not dancing. Let's be real.
Wow,
It's rhythmic.
Have you been in the champagne room?
Maybe. But that's not what I do now. And I don't like to focus on the past. I like to focus on the here and the now. And right now, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Do you want to go on with the headline?
Read the next one.
All right. Prince Charles to unveil 100 million fund for women empowerment. Oh, yeah. Britain's Prince of Wales is not who you'd expect financial market innovation to come from. Oh, yeah. But an effort to empower women in South Asia using elements of venture capital funding and option contracts is shaping up under his patronage. Oh, yeah, baby.
Nice.
What do you think of that?
Well, first of all, I love your delivery more than the headline. You made that headline sound good. But if I understand this right,
that's your fetish, baby.
He's putting 100 million aside to invest in female businesses in Asia.
Here's what I don't understand, and yes, I got that as well, Chris.
A fetish?
But why don't these people who rule their own countries focus on their own countries?
Well, because they probably have
You know
a
what I'm
flag
saying?
in that country. That's the thing that England used to do, is they used to show up and they'd be like, hey, we put our flag here, so now you got to pay us. And then Canada was like, okay, we'll pay you. And now when you buy something in Canada, the Queen gets a little something, something. And when you pay taxes, she gets a little something, something. We threw them. We threw them out, right? We're stubborn that way. But that's their whole thing.
Let me continue this. This is a long headline. This is just the headline. Prince Charles, who is 70, will unveil on Tuesday a 100 million fund that will channel bond investors' money to give 500,000 women and girls access to better education, jobs, and entrepreneurial, opportunities, over the next 5 years. Oh my God, I don't know if I can read the rest. It's too big. Oh, Chris.
Oh, Diamond, you're so good at this. I love it that you get so excited. You're like beeping the phone. She's like accidentally hitting the. Wow. I feel like I need a cigarette.
You can hear that? I mean, ooh, baby.
I feel like
you
I
know
should
that
leave.
sound really helps? Chewing on a
just leave
Nicorette
Diamond
while
and
you're
I
on the
alone.
phone.
It's getting awkward, Diamond.
God.
There's a bunch of dudes in here. I wish it was just me and you.
Well, maybe next time you should take this call to the bathroom. I mean,
Does the
I won't
mic
tell if
go
you
in there?
That's what Jacob wants. I'm already a pain in his ass, and I'm like, hey, we need to set up a camera and a microphone in the bathroom.
ooh, who's Jacob?
He's,
Do we want to do a
in
three-way?
charge.
That's only $29.99 an hour.
He's shy, Jacob. He wouldn't want that.
We're at $223.
Okay, well, we'll break him in eventually. Always do.
Okay, so God save the Queen, and good job, Prince Charles, for starting that fund. The one thing I would say, Diamond, about that is the way that I understand it, although I haven't read the article, is he could make that 100 million back because it's venture capital money.
Okay.
So he's
What does
investing
that
in
mean?
women, which is a smart investment, who are entrepreneurial. So he's giving them business loans, and then they repay those loans, or he could get equity. If it's venture capital, usually you get equity in those companies. So he's investing in female entrepreneurs and a part of that, which is great. And I bet you he makes his money
Well,
back.
then,
He's not losing
then he's
100
not
million.
really doing anything altruistic at all. It says he's funding this. But what you're saying is he's investing to get a return? screw this guy. What a dick.
No, why? There's a lot of female entrepreneurs out there that could use that investment. It's great.
Because I'm sure.
Just think if you wanted to expand,
give them the money.
If you were in Asia and you wanted to expand your business here, you could get a loan from him and then expand, and you could have hundreds of people doing this.
Yeah, but then maybe I'd be beholden to him in some way. I've had relationships like this with men before. It never works out. Just give me the gift, Just give me the gift.
You're beholding to them?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's not right.
I know. Had to move on. Had to break up. I don't know. This rubs me the
Is that like when girls are afraid to let a guy buy them dinner because then they feel like they have to sleep with them after?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I
But it can get
crazy.
a lot worse. I mean, you can end up in a cage with a collar around your neck, licking feet for a month. I mean,
what's wrong with that?
It gets weird.
That's not sleeping with them. That's just merely like having a little fun.
I love your naive perspective. It's so cute. Oh, God, how I just want to.
Now, wait, in this scenario, who's in the collar in the cage, me or you?
That depends.
Okay, what's the next headline?
All right, let's move on. I'm over Prince Charles. He's a douche. Okay. Crypto CEO dies. Oh, my God. Holding the only passwords that can unlock millions. I mean, I hate to laugh, but... Okay. Quadrica CX can't retrieve about $190 million of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ether, oh God, and other digital tokens held for its customers. I mean, that is fucked up. Oh, pardon my French.
I wonder if they tried password 1 or password 01. Wouldn't it be funny if that was it? It's 190 million, right? I read that article. Is it 190 million that's held up in crypto?
Dude, I mean, I have my own opinions on like cryptocurrency, and there's a reason I never got involved. But I don't know.
What's the reason?
What are your thoughts, Chris? I think it's a psyop.
What's that?
That's a person with one eye.
A psychological operation funded by the CIA. Government corruption.
It could be.
Conspiracy.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know. I know that people on Instagram DM me all the time, and they say I could make a lot of money in cryptocurrency if I just would get on a call with them, but I haven't had time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they're not lying. Nobody lies on Instagram.
Well, now they don't even have access to their funds, though. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have like 20,000 in my hand than 190 million in the ether, right? And
or bury it in your mattress. Like I had a boss diamond once that when he passed away, he had over $1 million in his mattress.
I mean, that's how to roll.
That's better than looking for a password.
Right? Right? I mean, this is
Just need a
crazy.
knife.
I wonder how he died. I wonder if this was one of those, like, well, I don't want to go that morbid, but sometimes, I was thinking like little autoerotic asphyxiation, doorknob, scarf,
have you ever done that?
in hand.
I always think that that's like the funniest way to die. Like, it's hilarious.
If you're going to go out with a bang,
that's
right?
that's how people are always going to remember you. It's not like, the Chris Collins guy that fixed a lot of businesses or the business whisperer. It's like Chris Collins, the guy that was found in his closet swinging on a rope with his pants down.
Norm Macdonald has a good bit about that.
Chris, are you suggesting that you're into that?
No, I've never tried that. I don't know that I like not being able to breathe. But I do know a family whose son died that way, did a bunch of blow and ended up with some girl in a hotel somewhere, and he passed away like that.
Being choked out?
Well, yeah, he used like a belt or something over a beam. It's weird. I don't get it.
Jesus.
Have you ever tried it?
I don't know if I buy that. No.
Okay, one of us needs to try it before we have an opinion. So I vote you try it
Here's
and
the
then
thing.
tell me how it works.
There's no difference between choking yourself and being choked by someone else, right? So what I'm saying is if that guy was found in a hotel room with a girl and he was choking himself, something seems a little fishy to me.
Yeah, I just think they were all coked up and like out of their minds.
Maybe.
Haven't
But
you ever
no,
been
I would
coked up and
definitely
out of your mind?
Absolutely. I am right now.
Yeah, with these
How do
prices.
you
I've
think
never-
I do all these calls back to back, Chris?
Would you believe me that I've never tried that?
Oh, Daddy,
I
we
haven't.
gotta light you up.
Never. I'm a good boy. Okay, what's the
Well,
next headline?
next time you come to my part of town, we're gonna hook that up.
We're
I
gonna,
got the good
We're gonna
stuff,
get
that
some rope and
Peruvian
a
flake.
beam and some blow.
I hear it's about.
That would be epic.
I
I
hear-
would love to do that. Maybe we can make it into a segment.
Yeah.
I hear it's really about the belt selection.
All right, ready for another one, or are we out of time?
Do one more.
Okay. Do you want online groceries, or do you want Toys R Us workers?
Oh man, that's hard. Which headline can be sexier, do you think?
Well, I can make anything sexy.
Do Toys R Us
Let's
then.
be real. Okay. Toys R Us workers are training Sears workers to fight for severance. Oh, God. Why, Chris? Why would they do that?
Dirty ball, because Toys R Us went bankrupt. And now Sears is going bankrupt, and the bankrupt employees from Toys R Us are giving advice to the bankrupt employees from Sears. It's dirty.
Oh. I was thinking they could just file for unemployment.
Yeah. I don't know what are
That's
they.
not how
Does
that
the
works.
article say what they're filing for? I don't know. I don't have a ton of bankruptcy
Bankruptcy,
experience.
liquidating stores, like why they're closing down.
Why they're giving each other advice?
Is that what you're asking? Why they're giving each other advice?
Yeah.
It says they're losing medical insurance, their
Oh
homes.
yeah.
Oh God, this is way worse than I thought.
Sears had I think they're down to 60,000 employees or something, but it's still a lot of people. It's sad.
That is horrible. And who knew that Toys R Us was gone? I mean, where are all those poor children going to get their sex toys from?
That's
I had no idea.
The King of England or the Prince of England is going to send them.
That's
He's gonna
right.
Start a fund.
That's right. He's empowering
Sex
South
toys.
Asian women right now.
Sex toys for the unemployed.
Have you ever been to a
I
Toys R
mean,
Us?
everyone has a right to get off. Maybe we could start that campaign. We start donating sex toys to those in need, Chris.
Wait, Diamond,
I'm with that.
Are you under the impression that Toys R Us sells sex toys?
Well, Toys R Us. Toys R Us.
They're actually.
I mean, what else?
They went out of business selling GI Joes and bikes and dolls and stuff to little kids. They probably would
Well, then
still
they
be in
shouldn't have such
business
a
if they
misleading name
sold.
then.
Yeah, they would still be in business if they sold sex toys. I bet.
Oh, well, I didn't even know they went out of business. I just know it looked hokey from the outside, so I never went in. I'll
Yeah,
stick to
there's-
the online private shopping
You and
because
I
I get
don't
some weird
belong
stuff.
in there. Well, Miss
No.
Diamond, you
But-
are lovely. You
Yes.
did a great job today. I want to thank you.
Well, I
for-
want to thank you. You're now the highlight of my week, and let all your listeners know if they have any questions for me, I'd happily field them through you. And yeah, I am a sight for sore eyes, that's for sure.
Yeah,
So,
if
thank
any
you
of
for asking.
your clients need business advice, please, after they're done, and of course they've paid and everything, please send them our way.
I'm not going to lie, Chris. You're the only one I talk business with. Everyone else just
Oh
wants
yeah, I'm
their
the
dick
only
sucked.
one with my
So,
fetish. But it's an interesting fetish, right?
it is, and I like it. It's different, and it really brings joy to my week and makes my panties wet. So I look forward to it, my love.
Thank you so much. We'll talk again next
All right.
week. Thanks, Diamond.
Have a good one. Keep it hot for me.